Presidente from Golem Albania. I wanted today to bring you on a little stroll with me down to a section of our neighborhood that has stuff that we need as far as services, money exchange, real estate, all kinds of stuff like that. Restaurants, we have eaten down here at a couple of places. They're pretty good. And then across the street, you'll see one of the, I think that's the garden apartments or something like that. We'll find out in a few when I cross the street down here. So, let's talk safety for just a minute. Albania is a very safe country. And what do I mean by that? I was walking on the beach the other day and kids playing out on the boardwalk and no parents around. Where's the parents? Well, they're around here somewhere, but I don't know. But I eventually found the parents, probably 30 or 40 feet from where the kids were, and the reason that I knew that was their parents was they hollered at them in Albanian and kids came running. Another thing that I have noticed is businesses down here leave the keys to the business. They unlock their doors in the morning, leave the keys in the front door. I know, right? Take you right down here. This right here that we're walking past is Bonita Lounge. It is part of Bonita Hotel. Very upscale, fancy hotel for people who are a lot richer than I am. You can see the Infinity Edge pool, and that is what's called an Infinity Edge. And in the pool business, that means you can't tell where the water starts and the pool side ends. So here is Bonita Hotel, and they are one of the nicer hotels in the area. Not the only one by any means, but that is the Bonita. So let's go down here. And I'll show you the other side of Bonita. But what I was saying about businesses, the place we rent our car from, they open their doors in the morning for business, leave their keys right there in the door. No questions asked. Just leave the keys right there in the door. And I've noticed that on several places. Yeah. It blows my mind that I can see kids out morning, noon, and night when they're not in school. Families walking around. And by families, I mean all families. Let me show you this right here. Yeah, right there. Keys right in the door. How crazy is that? You would never, ever, ever in the States see something like that. This is the other end of Bonita Hotel, and very pretty, very large fountain. That's the Bonita. And then that building right there is a different hotel, but the Bonita is very nice. So yeah, you would never see a rental car place. I mean, all it would take is somebody going in, snatching the keys from the unlocked cabinet behind the desk, and taking a car. It's crazy. We went to the pharmacy, I believe it was yesterday. We've been here 6 days now, and my days are running together. But we went to the pharmacy, and pharmacy front doors were wide open. So we sat there, we walked in, and they had 2 or 3 windows for people, for the pharmacist to help you and stuff. And we went in, and nobody showed. It's like, hello, hello, hello. Nobody showed. Well, I was like, hello, hello. And Pershindente and Pershindente, hello, hello, hello. And nothing. Told Jamie after about 10 minutes, I was like, why don't you call somebody? Because the doors are open. There's obviously nobody in the back, in the stock room or whatever. So why don't you just call them and see if there's anybody here, if what's going on? So she did, and she got a hold of the pharmacist, and he told her, he said, okay, he said, give me about 2 minutes and I'll be there. And that's exactly what happened. But here's the crazy part. He didn't walk into the front of the building, the front of the pharmacy where we were, from the back. He walked in right where we walked in, and there is a back door. I checked. Pharmacy wide open, pills galore, medications, you name it. Crazy. I'm gonna stop the sound here for a minute. Hope you got him a little snack. So, this store right here is Spar. Earlier, you saw Big Market. Those are 2 of our grocery stores, if you will, that are where we get our groceries and stuff. Now, you don't get everything. It's not like a Walmart. It's probably... The markets here are probably half the size of a Cracker Barrel back in the US. So if you can imagine just how small that is, that's a grocery store. I'm going to show you this real quick. And these breads, this is where we get our bread. And it is delicious. It's a $1 a loaf, and that's where we get our bread, and it is so good. Pershindente. Oh, And they also have desserts that are absolutely delicious. I mean, delicious stuff. Yeah. The bread is baked daily, and it's soft and tender and just delicious. Follow me, Daddy. And the people are just friendly here. I like that. I normally wouldn't walk in with a big camera or a big phone in their face, but the people are just friendly here. So the markets that we have here, probably half the size of a Cracker Barrel, like I said, and they make no sense whatsoever. You might go in one day and find something you need, and when you go back to that location a few days later, something else is in its place. You know, you might need some, like some salt, for instance. We needed some salt. I had to ask the girl where it was, because it's not where it's normally at. You know, turns out that they put it in a different spot. The aisles are narrow. I'm talking very, very narrow. And the buggies, or the carts, whatever you want to call them. I'm from the South, so we call them buggies. Get you a buggy, let's go. The buggies are four-wheel drive. Yeah. Every wheel on the buggies turn. So you could and the reason for it is, in essence, is that if you get to a spot that, like the water today, when we went to where the water was, they sell, we don't drink the water here, it's not advised, but they sell so much water here that it was just all out in the floor. I mean, just literally in the floor of the aisles. And you couldn't get a buggy through there. Well, what would you do? You'd roll your buggy up to where you needed it, and then from there you would do a 360 on your buggy. You could just turn your buggy around, pull it out, and you're good to go. Absolutely crazy. So, and see, this is a souvenir shop with a hint of a grocery store. They don't have grocery stores. They're more like a convenience store. And they're just tiny. It just blows my mind how small these places are. So over there, I believe it was the first video that I showed you, was the construction. And then back here is the main street that we walk and do most of our business right now, as far as rent cars and money exchange and things like that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Follow me, Daddy, for watching, and that is thank you in Albanian. It's going to take me a long time to learn this language, because it is a difficult one. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm going to pick up with a walk on the beach. Bye bye.